Hi, I'm Robert Stocks. I'm in the Adelaide Hills in Australia, and I want to share a poem with you. The reason for that is it's in response to the restrictions placed upon us as a result of trying to reduce the spread of COVID 19 or coronavirus. So I think there's lots of great information online. There's so much of it though, it's a bit overwhelming. If you're finding yourself just looking at news headlines and trying to find as much information every day all the time, it's probably causing you quite a lot of anxiety and stress in your body, which is not a good thing in itself. So look, I say get the information you need and make sensible decisions. Take care of yourself and others. But this is all about sharing with you some poetry to try and give our brains a bit of a rest. If we're in an anxious state all the time, there's lots of cortisol, lots of adrenaline, things that are not so good for our body. It's very hard to turn off our threat responses, but if we find ways to remain calm and to do other things that give us a sense of having some control in our situations, that's a great thing to do for your body and for other people as well. So look, a couple of weeks ago, I started a project called 100 Poems in 100 Days, and that was basically just to give me a sense of more creativity in my life. And I've got one of the poems to share with you today. Now, I'm starting off with a poem about COVID 19. However, I hope this is the only poem I write about it because this whole thing's about giving us a break from that. Anyway, I'll share this poem with you. I've titled it Uninvited, Unwelcome, Illegal Lodger. No one wants you here. Our faces twist with bitterness, or is it fear when you appear on our doorstep? International global traveller who does not even own a passport. Stealing from your host, crossing every border, stealthily making your way through the neighbourhood. Splashed across all of our screens. You are the news of the day, and each day the headlines grow bigger. Destroyer of financial markets, isolator and disconnector, consumer of health services, harbinger of panic buying. Fear and uncertainty are your dark brethren. Your promise is somewhere between mild irritation and death. Pandemic, run amok, uncontrollable, invisible cell fire. May your infection curve be flattened. May governments fund better healthcare. May calmness and wisdom abound. May you retire and disappear forever. Vacate, leave us. Let us bury our dead with dignity and start life anew. Not the happiest of topics, guys, and I'm a big fan of humour, but there's sometimes there isn't a lot of humour, it's not appropriate. I hope you enjoyed the poem, and I wish you well, and I'll see you tomorrow.